Good afternoon, evening, morning, overnight, whatever time it is where you're watching, whether you're watching live or while you're watching on YouTube. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Yesterday we had a very fast playthrough of the Final Fantasy Legend, because of course there's only one. At the time there was only one, but now there's two. And then later on we'll find out that there's three. So we finished the first one in one go, faster than I expected. And today we're going to blaze through the second one in one go. Now, this is not actually a speedrun attempt. We're going to use what I remember as part of like the speedrun kind of run. I do have my notes for my speedrun, but this is going to be a casual speedrun, quote unquote. And we'll see how it goes. There is a couple things that we will reset if I need to, because I want it to happen. But outside of that, this is a speed run, but it is a casual speed run. So we're just going to get right to it. And I'm not going to do most of the voicing. We're just going to we'll do the opening here. Magi, the power, the symbol of great power. The legacy of the ancient gods who made this world. Many fought for the mighty power. Some won, and some failed. Now, another legend of bravery is about to begin. Alright, so we did not have any names taken for this, so we are going to use my usual speedrun kind of names here. We're just going to call them basically on what they are. So I'm going to start with, we're going to name her A. This is our father. Father is like, hey, I've got this item for you. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Don't forget to keep this item. Years later, we've grown up. Mom's like, Mom's like, what are you doing? Well, I want to go find Dad. It's like, well, it's been years. Tell Dad that everything is fine here. Like, I hope you find out. You then immediately go to school. We've got Mr. S. Mr. S is our teacher. He says, hey, that piece of magi that you got that your father dad gave you, there's 77 of them. And they were all broken up to make sure that no one could get them for nefarious reasons. And then the entire class, who is apparently all our friends, decided that they want to go with us, but we have to be picky. So I am going to pick this one here. We'll call her B. And then we're going to pick a baby D. And then we're going to pick a robot. And Mr. S is like, hey, you want to go out of town and go to the next town. We are going to take off our bows. We're going to put it on the robot. This specifically is to get extra experience. Not experience, extra agility. Wait up. Mr. S is like, hey, it's kind of dangerous outside. You might want to come with us. So Mr. S is going to come with us, and we just immediately get a fight. Now, if this is a normal speed run, we would do everything in our power to make sure we've got some randomization. I'm not really worried about this. We're also not supposed to be doing resets, but I don't care about this as well. That's why, because it's not a reset. I'm going to turn my timer on, because I almost forgot again. All right, so we don't have to do anything here. I do expect this to take a little over 2 hours. And I might make a few mistakes here and there along the way, but I'm not really worried about that. All right, this is our baby D. We want to get meat. That's not meat. It's also not meat. It's also not quake. It's quake, not meat. Mistress, I must stay here. All right, so we're going to skip that town entirely. We're just going to go straight to go see Key in her temple. Hopefully nobody gets in our way. All right, Key heals us. Oh, there's mana. We're looking for Magi. Do you know he dropped in? He left. People say there's mana or Magi in the south kind of temple, and that's our next stop. All right, here we are. Now I am trying to remember a lot of these dungeon layouts just from memory. And this is definitely going to be where I lose some time. So unlike Final Fantasy 1, where we had like an entire world where we were getting like one enemy at a time, this game literally just throws you into it immediately. It's just like, here's packs of like 10 monsters. All right, we don't need any of these. Always have to remember to go right. All right. This is just kind of like we loop around here. Somebody's here. Take the Magi and run. All right, we are going to give oh, I need to sneeze. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. And then you get the whip. That should be enough agility that we're pretty much safe now. Open it quick. So this game is filled with doors that require a certain number of magi to open, and that's basically their way of making sure that you don't like soft lock yourself. All right, now we're going back to Key Shrine. Well, sure, it's meant to the magi. So now Key's coming with us. We're skipping that town. We'll come back to that town later. But... all right, we want to try to not touch these zombies. Ooh, we got a not can't run. Okay. I don't need any treasure or anything in here either, so makes this pretty quick. I think you go left here. I think like either way it doesn't matter, but I think left is marginally faster just because of barrels. There's a lot of zombies though. Ha ha ha, how stupid of you to come here, Key. We don't want Ranu's meat. It's too late. Most of Key's the Magi's already gone. Right, so now apparently that rhino is holding up the building. As they usually are. All right, so Key's like, oh, we have to go with, because Ashura from the last game, apparently, now that he has some Magi, he's going to be strong, so we can't have that. Goodbye, I must stay in this world. Goodbye. Key left. Very efficient for the one time we use her. All right, we are going south now. So basically, you basically go south until you see that cactus. And then you just go pretty much straight. So now we're in Ashura's tower. So last game Ashura was like, not the final boss, but like the second last formal boss. And this one, he's down to the second world and really the first boss. He's been demoted. All right, saber we give to robot. Actually, we replace the gun. Hey. All right, call me Mask. All right, we got all the Mask's equipment now. We didn't need that Colt, but we'll take it for money anyway. 90% of the stuff that we pick up is actually just for money. So having a little bit of extra money doesn't really hurt. Normally in a speed run, we'd be like tightening this up pretty good, but we don't really need that in this game. That power we don't need. Also do need the magic. I think these are the chests we need. Yeah, the battle axe, and this is the helmet, right? Yeah. All right, Ashura's like, haha, I sent guys Micronize and jump into Key's body because Key has Magi in her. And now he's going to kill us. No, I don't want to die. All right, Mask leaves. All right, so we go up here to talk to the fairy. And we get that Magi specifically so like we can open the door. It's just to make sure that we actually talk to her. And now we go right back to where we started again. But we're done in Ashura's world. It's also remembering which direction to go here. And we've met our father, so quest complete, we're done. Time to go home. The father's like, oh, there's actually more magi than the ones you already have. Here's another one. Here, have a magic rock. And then dad leaves. And it's like, hey, where do you get these giant items? It's, oh, I got them from Johnny. Johnny taught me how to get into Johnny's. And Johnny taught me how to get into Giantstown. That's what he says, but with less words. And then we're going to the cafe. All right, we're done there. I'm going to go ahead and just sell the stuff we already have. I like the worms have little eyes. Oops, run. So this entire place is filled with amoebas and pirates and terrorists. Oh, not this house. This house. All right, there's a little shortcut here. You can hide under the table. All right, back to the tower. Oop. Back to the tower. And we're going to go to this town. Go to the weapon shop. So we'll sell that. Keep the Micron. Put this. SMG's there. All right, we are now in Key's body. Now we have to go to both of her hands, both of her feet, her stomach, and her heart. The easiest way to remember is when you're doing their hands, it's the second finger from the left. If you're doing her feet, it's the right toe. Pretty straightforward, and it's always the same. These are always in the same places, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, the reason we're able to run away from everything is because we've been stacking agility on the robot. So our agility is high enough that we basically always win the escape roll. And for the most part, the game is going to be like that. Now you can do these in any order you want. I usually just do arm, arm, and then I go down the right-hand side, then I go down the left-hand side. I think step route wise, it's essentially the same as long as you do the left and right hand side of the bodies at the same, in the same order. Obviously don't go crisscross. There's very long fingers. So in this case, we're going like upper intestines, I guess. That's the only thing I think of that this is it's just going upper stomach. I would be concerned about why she has like easy access into her organs. I don't care how micronized you are. You probably should not have a perforated bowel. These monsters are not nasty. Maybe Magi in her body is not the problem. Fortunately, these are all kind of very long runs. But we don't have to walk out because we get teleported outside of the body piece as soon as we get the item. All right, so right toe, easy to remember. Just keep going right. Now I always choose to do the heart last because I figure heart surgery is the final one you should do. Oops. All right, another left right hand toe. All right, time to go to her heart. We have to go through the 4 chambers of her heart. All right, now that we have all of those, it's time to go get the last piece. And it's in her brain, which is up here. All right, and she has a object keeping her here. We're going to use the SMG. All right, and she had magic in her brain. So if you hold down when you leave, just as you're leaving her brain, you don't have to, there's like a talk that she does that you can just skip right over. But if you buffer down while the screen transitions, you don't have to do the talk. You can just immediately walk away. But she's basically like, thank you for like removing all the magic from my body. That said, we left all the monsters inside her body. We didn't kill any of them. All right. Next is Apollo's world. Whee. All right, and now we have Apollo, who is not at all creepy, not like absolutely not creepy music at all. And he gives us a riddle of where there's more magi. He's like, yeah, he's so nice. He actually gives us magi because he has so many that he doesn't need anymore. In this game, we don't need an air seed. We can just go underwater. All this lava is not a concern. Yeah, no items here. Let's go this way. Lots of fights in here. All right, that's our time done in the volcano. All right, now we're going here. So now that we have the true eye from the volcano, we can go through here and actually see what we're doing, which is a slightly helps. Don't think I need that. Actually, I probably need that, yeah. That's right. Oh, yeah, we go this way on purpose. Maple Man. Oh, we abandoned Mr. S a long time ago. Or rather, Mr. S abandoned us a long time ago. How's it going, Johnny? We're already letting this game rip. We are not. This is just a normal speed run. Did you end up seeing the monster I had at the end? Like, but when I finally finished my grind in World 1, I had a warrior that had like 80 strength and like 400 hit points. It's completely busted. You had to blind down a bit. Yeah. It's funny. It's just a matter of like, you just do the right order of meat and you just keep leveling up the monster level just by using like the right combination. And it just keeps getting stronger and stronger. There was actually one more transform higher than what I had, because you can get a salamander. But warrior has saw. And we just, once we got to World 4, enemies had high enough defense that they couldn't defend against saw. We could have done, it would have been a little bit easier if we had kept the beetle, which is like halfway through, because the beetles has a lower strength. So it would have started using saw more effectively at an earlier level. But the problem with the beetle is if he gets like one shot, then you have to reset. And honestly, bosses before World 4 just die, like they just keel over. Oh, I got lost. I think I go this way. I think it's this way. Ooh, we cannot run because of Lynn. Hey, look, it's Dad. Apparently Dad has a second family. And he's like, screw Dad. All right, so we are selling everything except the cures. No, I didn't grab... There's one thing I didn't grab in there, but that should be fine. So, one headbutt. And let's get laser. Oh, what? Don't have enough for the laser? Did I miss something up here? I did. We should be okay anyway. Yeah, Dad's dumb. All right, we are short money. Give me 1 second here. I want to double check. Where is it? Oh, excuse me. Oh, I know what I missed. Oh, crud. I want to stay on route, at least for the game. So I'm going to make a little side tour to pick up that item. That's my fault. I made a whoopsie. But that's okay, because it's a speed run, but also not a speed run. How are you doing, Johnny? Today was my first day back at work, and it was very sad. Good, you got a Red Bull? Boss called you, said he wants to meet up tomorrow, and you don't want to? Oh. Yeah, I had a meeting with my boss because I went on vacation last Tuesday, and like literally like an hour before I was leaving, someone threw me an email. It's like, hey, here's a project to do. I need this ASAP before you leave, because my boss was on vacation that day. So I did it with like limited data, and then I'm like, I just want to have an idea if I did an okay job. And he's like, yeah. He's like, considering the lack of data you had, you did exactly what I would do, but you probably should ask for more data. I'm like, dude, I was done in an hour. I was not staying late on the last day before vacation. Not happening. So what I should have done is I should have grabbed that rocket on the way down. Because that just lost me like 2 minutes. That's okay. Back to my notes here. All right, we go back up from here and up from here. And then across the bridge. There we go. We also had our company barbecue today, which was pretty sweet. All right, so we're going to buy that other laser sword. Now 65 agility on our robot. All right, we are done here. So we're like half done the game already. All right, we go to here and we're going to do yes, and we're going to do heroic tune. You're spies. And then apparently dad works for them, so dad lets us out immediately. I like they have monitors on the walls. All right, and dad tells us we can take a nap. And we're in trouble now. The world is full of mecha bugs. All right, so what they found, monsters, or they found out that the base was here, so it's time to defend the base. What? Yeah, eat that. I got magicians. Oh, great. Weakness dice. Sweet. Thank you. All right, we got to kill the commando. All right, we got to go save Lynn. Who was taken to the next world. This one actually has shops along the elevator. Hello, your daughter and I were waiting for you. All right. Dad gives us more magi. Explodes. Bye, Dad. What? That was rude. Yeah, good riddance. And then Lynn's mom's like, oh, your dad was a friend of my husband's. Definitely not your second family. Yeah. Terrible father and husband. Literally, like, blows himself up to save, like, his friend's daughter and still doesn't kill the monster. Still fails at that. All right, we are off to Venus's world. The way I remember Venus's world is this tower section in this next room is going to be like teardrop shaped. This is how I remember that it's Venus's world. Just because you have to go through like multiple areas to get there, so I just use that as a way to remember. Oh, she's not here. I forget. Venus starts in the middle room, but moves to the left room later. Yeah, Venus's world's actually really sweet. Venus is like, hey, you killed Ashura. Thanks so much. Really appreciate killing ugly people. All right, now we're leaving town. Yeah, Noah goes, yeah, like how what is literally based on your charisma score? What's your, it's like, do you have a plus modifier to your charisma? If not, get out. All right, we want to talk to Leon. He's like, oh, I hurt my leg, and because Venus thinks that people with broken legs are ugly, so she kicked me out. Which is too bad, because I mean, he's still hanging out, which means he healed. Maybe he's like a really strong guy. And we have this really dumb bird. Looks the cross-eyed bird. All right, now we're in the sewers. Oh yeah, this is when we start getting unexpected attacks. Specifically because of the werewolf guys. Because the werewolves have an ability that means that they can back attack. But you raise with 1 hit point after battle, so as long as everyone doesn't die, we're fine. All right, we are now going to, we need meat from this fight. Nice. All right, we now have a baby dragon. Yeah, the worms have like this really, and they have eyes that you can see. So important stuff to remember here is do not open the bottom right chest in this dungeon. It's just got a monster in it. It's a waste of time. Another monster in that other chest. When can your baby D turn into a big adult D? Later on. Although we don't use dragon. But technically later on. Hey, there's Robo Z. We don't need the giant helm. I just take it for extra money. Because my goal is kind of to get like an extra tent. Just for safety's sake in the final area. Alright, we are back. Apparently this one single room in Venus's castle has monsters in it. I'm gonna talk to Fiona here. She's like, oh, I have to marry Niles. Oh, my complaining summoned a volcano. This is what happens when you complain. All right, we are done with the city. We go straight to the volcano now. This is the other volcano. Thankfully, this volcano has less lava and more people following us. Now, this is the volcano where I always mess up. Because there's one hallway where you have to make like an early cut turn. And I can never remember which one it is. You missed 90 Squaresoft? Oh man, me too. We're being followed. And it's okay because we're going to be playing more. After this game, we have Final Fantasy Legend 3. And then after that, we have FF4, which actually the FF2 for SNES, the American one. Hey, look, there's a guy again. It's not being very sneaky. I like that the mushroom enemies in here are called champagnon, like champignon, like mushroom in French. Hey, this is the one that we go up here. Yeah. Then the next one we cut it early. The first one we cut late. That one we didn't need. Okay, those two we actually need. So, man and lady are gone. Nobody reserved names for this game, so we used short names. We do still have names available for the next game, though. So they're $2 each. You can do ! donate. I have it pinned on the top. But if you're interested in saving the names for next one, they're $2 a piece. Unfortunately, you can't name the NPCs like Borgin and stuff like that. So Leon took the Magi of Power and just pushed us in front of that treasure chest. All right. And now we go back to the city again. Run, please. All right, and this time we go to the left-hand side tower, which is pretty easy. Just go in, use this escalator up, use this passage, go straight in here. Talk to Venus, is like, hey, the wedding's about to start. Please watch. I like how Venus is like, there's no objections allowed. All right, and everyone just teleported in, yeah? So Flora's upset. She loves Leon, but she's being forced to marry Niles. So she decides she's going to cut herself so that Venus will expel her from the city. All right, we use a X-Cure on our robot because our robot is hurt. And we hope she doesn't like grenade us to death. I'm gonna use steel because I don't know what steel does. I guess we're not going to find out either. Stealing is ugly. It's not allowed. That's her reasoning, is because it's ugly. And now they're all friends and they're going to have a threesome. See, all they had to do, like, the power of friendship, right? Now that we've killed God, there's nothing stopping them from being friends. And we're leaving this town as well. All right, so we're going to the town. We're going to go to the second one. She's like, I have a fast dragon. Do you like money? All right, and now we are in the race. We run from everything. We can run from the first boss, the first mini boss that spawns. which is a tortoise that apparently looks like a demon. Even though you run away, you still like just get the item. All right, this is where we start saving. Yeah, there it is. We should be okay with 2 because we can just laser them. Oh no, A died. So apparently Steel tries to steal money. All right, we have this hairpin turn. I think this is it here. We want 1 watcher. We don't want 3 watchers. And we want the meat. We want the meat. No, we don't want random encounter. We want the meat. And we could probably do 2. No. Explode sounds fun, but I need the meat more than I need explode. I mean, I will happily take a good ability along with the meat. Oh, our monster got lasered. That's not good. Really. Nope. So this single fight is what basically kills speedruns. Because you need probably no more than 2 watchers, but you also need the meat. Surprise! It's not a surprise if you know what it is. I don't even know what surprise does. Surprise? Oh, it's strike first. Oh. Can I, like, keep that there so I don't lose it? I like the idea of having surprise. That sounds like something that might actually be good to keep. We don't have to do anything here. We can leave. The race is all Apollo's idea, but we're just going to pretend that he doesn't exist. All right, we are in Edo, the land of evil people and bananas. Apparently I received a bunch of punches. That's not the one we want. Was there one here? Yeah, this is the one. All right, we are going to sell everything we have. I'm gonna buy a cat claw. Now we're going to go to the other town and talk to Hannah. So Hannah is a detective. She wants to avenge her father. She thinks Echigoye has been smuggling stuff. So now we're going to go investigate. But we'll start by going to talk to Echigoye, who was in that first shop that we went to that we left. All right, Echigoye is like, oh, the stuff that we're definitely not talking about, it's going to be in the harbor. Now we're on a suspicious ship. We know it's suspicious because of the music. I know the strike first menu actually kind of like slows everything down. But I'm also thinking like, it also means that we might be able to get an extra first attack on bosses. So like, especially Odin, having strike first on Odin could be pretty sweet. Alrighty, so you are going to get the tank. You're going to get that, and then we're going to put the laser, replace that with, and then our mutant here is going to get the Aegis. All right, we've meet Taro. It's like, hey, this ship's full of bananas. Let's go to the police. So now we're going to go to the judge and say, hey, we snuck onto the ship, we trespassed, and we found bananas on the ship. And bananas are extremely illegal. We know Echegoya is involved, so go arrest Echegoya. So far, everything makes perfect sense. So the guards are going to go get Echegoya. Echegoya's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they're going to be like, hey, we checked the ship. There's no bananas. And Echegoya's like, well, I didn't do it. I was at my store. I had nothing to do with this. I don't know what you're talking about. There are some big men. There are very important men involved in this banana smuggling. It's like, you better butt out. All right, we're going to go back to Echegoya's shop now. Oh god, it's a Mephisto. This world's really going to hell. All right. In we go. Oh, Echegoya's gone. Suspicious. Somebody's talking inside. I'm going to do this part. Shogun. Ha ha ha. Well then, how are the bananas? You have nothing to worry about. Here they are, all nice and safe. I'm working so hard to keep the police quiet. Oh yes, I know that. Please do not say that anymore. I of course did bring extra GP just for you. Gathering Magi costs a lot of money. Squeeze more money from the townsmen. Yes sir, you are bad. Haha, that is a very nice compliment. But not as bad as you, Echegoya. Ha ha ha. What's this music? Alright, we're going to tank Echegoya. Let's just flame everybody. We're going to laser them. We're going to catch Claw Echegoya. And then whatever. Oh, bye Echegoya. Lost steel, acquired heal. That's not terrible. All right, Taro's like, oh, you know who Dad is? It's riveting dialogue, yeah. You know what though? So it's kind of funny. So I noticed someone made a comment on one of my YouTube videos. And it was, we were talking about Final Fantasy Adventure and being really concise in the story with the dialogue, like get your point across. And it's really, really true. Like the amount of stuff they did with like limited resources. All right, so we're gonna tank the knights. You're gonna use Aegis. We're gonna beam the stone man. We're gonna cat claw the ninja. We're gonna Muramasa the ninja. That was kind of rude. killed him before he could tank. So tank should, if our human had gone first with the tank would have defended the attack. We wouldn't have had to deal with it. Oh, I went the wrong way. This way. All right, easy way to remember this. Left, right, left, right. There are some treasure chests on the side if you need the extra money. I think I'm going to grab a little something here. Oh, we're getting bigger dragons now. Well, wyverns, not dragons. Look at that cute fairy and that rock. All right, these ones are the one that you can't run away from. So we're going to do beam, cat claw. Oh, geez. Hey, she actually did something. Good job. So that formation you can't run away from. Stonemen. I think this is also one you can't run away from. All right, samurai bow on the robot, replacing saber. We do that. Here, Shogun, we're here to kill you. Heal and warning. Ooh. Bye, Shogun. All right, I'm gonna move warning and surprise. So warning makes it so we can't get back attacks. Surprise gets it so we get front attacks. Save. And now we have to do Magnate. Oh, I should have done Bat Claw, not Samurai Bow. Still got a free turn off though. Ew. Yay, we win. We killed the Magnate. Bananas are still illegal. All right, this is Scary Dungeon. Or Nasty Dungeon. So we're just going to take that and leave. Bye. That dungeon is full of really, really good gear that we have no use for. All right, we are in Odin's world. This is a beautiful land of Valhalla. Full of sharks that can fly for some reason. Sharks and snowcats. Snowcat at least kind of makes sense, maybe. The dragon helm we didn't need, but I'll take the extra money. That treasure chest we don't need. Okay, up we go. This is just a loop around. All right. Tank, Sleipnir, Aegis, Beam, Sleipnir, Samurai Bow, Crows. Rip. I know, like, realism. Come on, guys. All right, we didn't want Sleipnir's meat because it means we get, like, no money. All right, so now that we have the Pegasus Magi, if we teleport to Valhalla's Palace, it just teleports us out to where we need to go. So that actually really sucked because the Sleipnir's meat replaces the money you would get from the fight. But we did get the dragon helmet and some other stuff, so we might actually be okay. And we're going to save here. And Apollo's like, oh yeah, about all that stuff I was going to do for you. All right, that could be a problem. So this guy's actually weak to stone. So we could have just petrified him with stone gaze. And then Paul is like, oh, you know all those people you met the entire game? I kidnapped them all. He's like, I'm gonna become a real man. We're gonna take all the magi and become a god. So we took all our magi. But don't lose hope. Because Dad didn't explode. He's right here. He's like, oh yeah, you know, the thing about the 77 magi, yeah, we lied. It was actually 78. All right, this is not literally the final dungeon, but it's essentially the final dungeon. There's real dragons. There's your adult dragon, Johnny. They do exist. All right, robot. Take a headbot, replace it with a karate. Dad gets the flare book and the Hekate shoes. And you can just like give us a couple heals. You want it? No, don't we all? All right. So Dad warned us that hey, this dungeon's like guarded by a really powerful enemy. Oh, priest. I'm gonna check. No, this isn't the room. There's a room that has armor in it. Because I think I want to get 1 or 2 more items. Because we didn't get the meat from Odin. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's encounter rate. Now I'm gonna go over here just because like the amount of money I lost at Odin is crazy. I think there's a treasure chest here. Yeah, with the side gun. Side gun is just that weapon from Star Trek Next Generation that the evil Vulcan had. It turns like thoughts into like a weapon. That's all the side gun is. Now we keep doing west every time we have a fork. So many enemies. Okay. We'll take Excalibur, because why not? We got Excalibur in the other run and we never used it, so why not get the Excalibur here and never use it? All right. Now we're going to call back to Bahamut's room from FF1 with this long, pointless hallway. All right, we're going to save. Let's go. I like that he has a little 2, right? Like they painted a little 2 on his side. All right, that's how you do it. What? All right, we got heart. All right, and we are done that. So now we go to the final town. Go to the weapon shop, which is, I think, on this side. Yep. All right, we're going to sell literally everything we have. All right, we are going to buy one. Where's laser gun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, do you get a laser? You get a laser. And then headbutts, laser. Laser swords get replaced with lasers. There, he has lasers. And then our monster, who is not super useful, is going to get heart. All right, sell everything we got. Two, and then max out on elixirs. There, we have elixirs now. Yeah, we're set. And we still have money left over because we did a lot of shopping. Apollo didn't realize that you just need one Magi to open this door. All right, save. So it's like, hey, so he's like, don't use the Magi. And Apollo's like, it's too late. I already ate them. We gotta strike first. Okay. Laser, laser, beam, laser, flare. We get a whole extra turn, which is actually really good. So now we just do this. Basically, we do this until the music changes. He's like, ha ha ha, I ate the Aegis. Everything, nothing can hurt me. And it's like, I have laser beams. And he's like, oh, laser beams are not good. All right, so we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to switch to Cat Claw now. This probably won't last very long because we got the extra turn. He's not doing too well. Dad's dead. He exploded for real this time. It's like, oh, we'll use the Magi to heal you. He's like, oh, that's not a good idea. But it's okay, we have all the Magi. And she's like, oh, you used the Magi. I'm a god. But using the Magi set off an alarm. And now the world's going to end. So let's get going. Oh, I'm too big to get through the door. All right. So we have a straight line down. So tank, laser, beam, samurai, flare. Most of the time, flare is just going to murder everything. We do have to pay attention to how many flares we have left. B apparently can't decide what she wants to remember and what she doesn't want to remember. Okay, laser, beam. All right, we use an elixir on Isis to get all our flares back. One step, that's not nice. There's a great D. I think Great D is better than Big D. A Great Big D would be even better, yeah. Got a good point. This encounter rate, what the hell? There's essentially like a fixed number of enemies that you could possibly get on the trip down. Hey, we got surprise again. All right. Save. All right, now we got Madam. We still have a ways to go down here. Madam has fatal gas. Just instantly kills everything. Wow, they all survived. That was rude. All right, cool. Oh, I can't use fatal gas. Ow. All right, we are going to use a tent here. All right, we're in the last area now. That was a really low roll. That's better. Masashis have a lot of health. I think they're like the strongest single enemy. All right, we go all the way to the left. And then straight up as far as we can go. And then across to the third one. There will be no jokes about Moaner's meat. Oh, wait. Tank, laser, fatal gas, samurai. Actually, still has 2 flares to go. All right, this is it. All right, so we have no debuffs. So the last time I tried to do a speedrun of this game, my madam got blinded quite a bit earlier, back when it was still a watcher, and status effects stay even when monster form changes. So my madam was blinded, which means her absorb attack actually would miss. All right, this is it. See that? That's the security system. Are you ready? I'll get one of them. You go get the other one. This will be our very last battle. Let's go. Oh, sweet. Strike first. Laser, laser, absorb, cat claw. We get a whole extra turn. This means that the cannons do a little less damage. Well, A's dead. Well, B's dead. Okay. We are going to do... Ooh, back-to-backs. Low numbers, please. That's not a low number. Oof. Okay. Ooh, robot's dead. Oh no. We should be okay, because absorb should be more than enough, even with a high roll. There we go. Ta-da. So this is another one of those games where it just has like a final boss out of nowhere. It's like, here's a giant robot. Right on. Babe, we did it. Now Isis has the room to talk. Yes, we did it. I have to stay here and repair things. You go back to your world. Oh, we will. Isis, who are you really? The world we made will be old. It will be old and needs to be repaired once in a long while. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm waiting as Magi until someone calls me for over 1,000 years of sleep. Then, again, I wait. I'm a robot repairman. And then I take a nap, and then people are like, "Oh crap, the robot's broken. Please fix it." So she comes back, fixes the robot, then goes back to bed forever. That's her lot in life, is just robot repairman. And to fix it, she has to break it, of course. Hey, look, it's Dad. Dad didn't. So Dad exploded but didn't die. Then Dad guarded us from an explosion and also did not die. Dad. Jane's voice told me to get up, you lazy ass, to stay here and wait for you. I didn't know that Magi was such thing. What? There was such thing? I feel like I've seen more than everybody else. Haha. Your world isn't that small. Actually, it is. It's 2 towns. It's 2 towns and a temple. No, sorry, 3 towns and a temple. Uh-huh. Before that, Dad. Oh, yes. I should probably come home now. Let's go home. Hey, honey, I'm home. All right, and that's credits. Another fun game. Oh, there's Odin. Hey, Odin. So Odin will actually res you. So before you fight Odin, if you get a game over, you'll teleport to Odin, and Odin's like, "I'll revive you." So it's basically like a retry function until you get to Odin, and then you have to fight him. But if you don't use his ability the entire through the game, by when you get to him, he doesn't even talk to you. You just get in a fight with him. So that is Final Fantasy Legend 2. That's another game off the list. And that took about 2 hours, which is about as long as I thought it was going to take. So I'm pretty happy with that time. Our next game will be Final Fantasy Legend 3, which we will start Friday night. After I get home from work. Actually, it depends. My partner has a parcel that has to be sent, and that's supposed to be, I think, between 5 and 7. So I might stream depending on what time the parcel goes out. I will post it on Blue Sky. If I am streaming as well, it'll be on Discord. And the live notice will be there as well. So when I played this game originally, Dad, what is it? I have to leave now. Again? What is it this time? Dad? It's the Lost Ark, eh? I'm coming with you, Dad. All right. Come on. Wait a minute. We were about to leave his wife a second time without telling him that we were leaving. Like, sorry, Mom. We're just leaving. Take me with you, dear. Great. Let's go. And we all go out the window. It's your house. Go out the front door, for God's sake. So yeah, the first time I played this game, we discovered that karate moves, and that's time. Oh, that's a nice round number. That karate moves like punch, the more you use them, kind of like their damage would level up. So we would sit in the first world with punch because punch was like 50 GP to buy. And you just keep punching and it does like no damage for a while. And it would just slowly ramp up and up and up and up and up until you're dealing like 800 damage with a punch. And that's how we would play the game. It's just punching stuff to death. But yeah, that is Final Fantasy Legend 2. Another one bites the dust. So we will be posting, this will be posting on YouTube. I will post these kind of separately, but I will have a playlist for the Final Fantasy Legend games. There'll just be one playlist on YouTube that's available. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and drop a follow. If you're watching the VODs on YouTube, feel free just to subscribe there as well. Please drop a like, comment, if you've parts of the games you like, parts of the games you don't like, please let me know. We are going to be wrapping up for now. Final Fantasy Legend 3 is going to be next. That will happen sometime either Friday or Saturday. It's really dependent on the whole thing with the parcel. Now I'm going to quickly glance around here, see if we're going to raid anybody. I don't think we're going to today. Yeah, we're good for today. We're just going to wrap it up. So hope everyone has an awesome evening. We will be back later this week with Final Fantasy Legend 3. And then after that, we're going to be going into SNES era games. Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 4 After Years 3D, which is not technically an SNES game, but let's pretend it is. And then 5 and 6 and Mystic Quest. Those every single one of those games except for Final Fantasy 4 After Years 3D should go by relatively quickly. FF4 will be a little slow just because we're playing it on SNES, and God, the menus in that game are slow. Like I'm sure we spend like an hour just in menus. But yeah, it should be a good time. Anyway, I hope everyone has an awesome evening. Take it easy. Please drop by online if you're interested. You can drop a follow, or you can also join the Discord. So hope everyone has a great night. Johnny, take it easy. You're going to probably enjoy 3, and 3 is one that I'm playing not blind. I've beaten it like twice ever. So I think the next one will go a little slower. It's probably be a couple streams just because I don't remember. And you actually have to like level up a little. You can't just like blast through it. So yeah, you actually have to play the video game for like more than 2 hours to beat it. So all right, everyone have an awesome night. Take it easy. Ciao.